of Bowling Green State University. Tonight's game is between the Falcons of Notre College and your BGSU Falcons. We ask you please rise as we honor America as well as all of those who have served, those who are serving, or those who will be serving, with the play of our national anthem by the Falcon Pepper. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting Falcons of Notre College.
Welcome back to the Strauss Center here on the campus of Bowling Green State University. We've got a battle of the Falcons here, two undefeated squads. The Falcons of Bowling Green, first place in the Mid-American Conference East, and the 3-0 Notre Dame College Falcons, who I believe are first in the Mountain East Conference, or the MEC. Zach Smith joined alongside Chris Bagaiski to bring you all the actions. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups. First for the visiting Notre Dame College Falcons.
You're going to see senior guard Sina Adachi. Adachi, a senior from Attica, Ohio. Jessie Stout is number 20. She is a forward from Stout, Ohio. We're going to see Jen Adohu, a forward, 5'10" junior. She wears number 23. Another guard, 5'8", senior Kylie Ramlow. She's going to wear number 24. And the final of the Falcons Notre Dame College starters, number 33, Katie Koralik, a senior guard from Macedonia, Ohio.
And for your Bowling Green State University Falcons, they will look like this. Starting at guard, the 5'9" junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Madison Parker. Joining her, the guard, the 5'6" junior from Japan, Nagakuti, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Mari Hill, wearing number 11. Out there as well, number 24, the center from who's 6'3", the senior from Akron, Ohio, St. Vincent St. Mary, same place as LeBron, number 24, Jane Yecker. the guard, 5'9" sophomore from Ottawa, Ohio, Katie Hempfling. And rounding it out, the one who Chris and I have been talking about a lot, the 5'10" redshirt junior, the guard from Lima, Ohio, number 23, Katerian Thompson. They are coached by Robin Freilich for the Falcons, and that's gonna round it all out as they just go ahead and get the starting lineups here in the Stroh Center. Lights are dark, cheering on their team. Freilich, of course, graduated Davidson in 2004. She's in her second year as the head coach of the Falcons, 11-21 with the Falcons. And her career, she's 115-24 in 5 years of coaching. So the Falcons got a good coach here. And Notre Dame College is going to have the work cut out for them. It's about 5:30 here at Bowling Green State University here in northwestern Ohio, as the starting lineups all are brought out here. The Falcons will be in their home white jerseys with the orange stripes on the bottom of their pants, with that black stripe going around with the orange numbering up top. For the Notre Dame College Falcons, they will be in all yellow with the blue numbering. A lot of them wearing yellow sleeves for Notre Dame College as we await the tip-off here. And Chris, any final thoughts?
Really excited to see what we're going to see from both Falcon teams today. I expect a lot of offense, seeing that both teams have put up a lot of points in each of their respective games this year.
It's going to come down to defense. That is for sure. For the tip-off, number 24, Jane Ucker. For the Falcons of Bowling Green, number 20, Jessie Stout for Notre Dame, as Notre Dame College will win the tip-off. Passes up to number 33, Katie Karalik. Karalik looking for somebody, gets it to Kylie Ramlau, whose three is long, and rebound is going to be taken by the Falcons of Bowling Green, number 35, Katie Hempfling. Another shot for three from the corner by Madison Parker is long, and it's going to be rebounded by Notre Dame, pushing up to the left side of the court. Notre Dame is working right to left across your listening device, whereas the Bowling Green Falcons working left to right. Shot from the corner by Jenna Doe, who is long. Rebound, Bowling Green, number 11, Murray Hill, pushing up the right side of the court, looking for somebody to pass to, working it around the horn. Pass to the outside to Hempfling. Hempfling's three is short. As we take 9 minutes remaining scoreless here at the Stroh. Pushing up the court is Sienna Adachi. Adachi stop, stutter, go, and first points of the board belong to Notre Dame College. Inbound will be Jane Ucker. Pushing up the court is Mari Hill. Mari Hill gets it to Parker. Parker up top, then to Ucker. Ucker back to Madison Parker in the near side wing, gets it underneath to Hempfling. Hempfling's layup is no good. Rebound goes to Mari Hill. Mari Hill to Hempfling. Hempfling up top to Parker. Parker drives in, tries to draw contact, no whistle, but her shot goes. We are tied up at 2. Notre Dame will push up the court. Katie Hempfling has the ball. Katie Karalik for Notre Dame. Gets it inside. Back outside to Karalik. Another three ball is good by Kylie Ramlau, the senior guard from Toledo. Inbound for the Falcons as Mari Hill pushes tempo. Turnover there by the Falcons of Notre Dame, stripped from Hempfling. Another three ball is no good. Whistle is blown against Notre Dame College. They're going to say a push on Jessie Stout. Falcon ball.
And we can see a very fast-paced game so far, already 2.5 minutes into this one.
Falcons of Bowling Green push up. Mari Hill has the ball from the near side on the wing. Mari Hill communicating with Thompson. Another turnover by the Bowling Green Falcons, taken away by Adachi. Adachi gets the ball back, looking for somebody to pass to, gets it to Kylie Ramlau, who passes on to Katie Karalik in the near side. Shot for three by Notre Dame is no good. Sienna Adachi tried to put the Falcons of Notre Dame up by 6. Thompson with the ball looking to make a move. Short side shot is good. Katarian Thompson gets on the board. 7 minutes remaining here in the first half, or in the first quarter of play. 5-4 in favor of Notre Dame. Kylie Ramlau with Thompson all over has to get rid of the ball. Gets it to Adachi. Adachi back to Dohu. Her shot is long. Rebound by Katie Hempfling. Hempfling underneath the basket to Ucker. And it's going to be out of bounds, and we're going to see some substitutions in here for Notre Dame. Jada Marone will check in, as well as Teresa Parr and Marina Adachi. Bowling Green has the ball. Hempfling, her shot is no good, gets her own rebound, but has to fling it out of bounds. It will be Notre Dame College's ball.
You can see a couple bad turnovers have been really biting the Falcons so far in this one.
Pushing pace is the Jada Marone, who just checked in, working it around the horn. 3 ball from Adachi is no good. Rebound by Thompson of Bowling Green. Thompson pushes tempo. Gets it out wide to Parker. Back inside to Jane Ucker. Ucker back up to Thompson. Thompson looking for a lay, and she's got one. Layup is good. Katarian Thompson gives the Bowling Green Falcons their first lead of the night. Notre Dame pushes back down the court in the hands now of Katie Karalik. Katie Karalik has a wide open player. Gets the ball to her teammate Jessie Stout. Her 2 is no good. Thompson's pass is up to number 4, Madison Parker. Parker to Hempfling, back to Thompson. Thompson pushing pace yet again. Had a player driving underneath. She had Marie Hill. Marie Hill found outside. She's going to get whistled. Foul for Notre Dame, their second of the game. 2 more substitutions. Trotting in, Shay Davidson, and I didn't see the other sub, as now all of the starters for Notre Dame have checked out.
We saw Sienna Adachi come back into this game.
Thompson with a 3 ball from the far side corner. And there she goes, Katarian Thompson. We're going to get a whistle, and we're going to see a foul go up against number 11, Marie Hill. And we're going to see subs for the Falcons, as checking in will be Angela Perry with Alyssa Brett and number 14, Callie Hall, as we're going to see Ucker, Hempfling, and it looks to be Madison Parker all checking out for Bowling Green. Nice block there, and pushing up the tempo is Callie Hall for Bowling Green, looking for somebody to pass to. Gets it up to Alyssa Brett. Alyssa Brett underneath to number 55, Angela Perry. Her first shot is blocked. Her second one, she gets her rebound, and a whistle's going to be blown, and Perry's going to shoot free throws. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter of play. 9-5 in favor of the Bowling Green Falcons. Chris made the joke to start off the game that he's guaranteed a Falcon will win, and we're going to go ahead and get a timeout here. And first 5 minutes of play here, Chris, what are you noticing?
Well, you know, the game started off, it started really fast, and it looked like everyone was trying to rush their shots. And while there were some open looks, it really just felt like everyone was really rushing. Nobody settled down. And as the quarter started to move on, you could see people, you could see each of the team's respective players starting to get more comfortable, relax, and then that's when we started to see shots fall. And fortunately, the Falcons had a couple bad turnovers, and they have been able to come back from that after now being able, they're shooting 4 for 9 from the field after starting probably what was like 1 of 5.
And the turnovers. This might be what one of these early little media timeouts will help to accomplish. Already 3 turnovers in the first 5 minutes in play. 2 by Bowling Green, 1 by Notre Dame. And That's got to stop. You got to limit those turnovers. Bowling Green was making too many costly mistakes. Luckily, the captain, Thompson, was able to get in there, make some great plays, but those fouls got to be limited. A quick early stat line for you. 9 rebounds for Bowling Green, 3 for Notre Dame, 2 on the offensive side for Bowling Green, 7 on the defensive side. Bowling Green really dominating that glass. 1 assist for each team. Again, those turnovers, 2 by BG, 1 by Notre Dame. 2 steals by Notre Dame, 1 by the Falcons. 4 points in the paint for BG, so 4 of their 9. So 5 of their points coming from outside the paint, so on those jumpers and 3-point balls. That's got to be some great stuff and something that you really have to be happy about if you're head coach Robin Freilich of Bowling Green.
And that is one thing that you want to mention, looking at the rebound category and leading the way for the Falcons is Katie Hempfling, who has 3 of the Falcons' 9 rebounds, and she has matched the Notre Dame College rebound turnout as well. So being able to control the paint, control the glass is going to be a key to this game, and Hempfling is going to be one of the keys of doing that.
Early stat leaders as we see some members of the BG men's basketball team. I see Lassiter over there as well as Diggs. They came off of a great win over Fairmont State on Friday, coming out showing some support for BG women's basketball. For the Bowling Green Falcons, your scoring leader is Katerian Thompson. She leads the way with 7. She's shooting an immaculate 3 for 3 from the field, 1 for 1 from three-point land. 2 rebounds. Leading the way in terms of rebounds is Hempfling, as Chris mentioned. She also leads the team in assists. And Hall has 1 steal for Notre Dame. Ramlau is leading the way with 3. She's shooting 1 for 3 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-point land. Stout and Adohu lead the way in rebounds, and then Karalik leads the team in assists, steals, and blocks, as we will see Bowling Green shoot free throws. Angela Perry, number 55, the junior center from Rochester, Illinois, gets her first in. Her second one rattles in and out, so she goes 1 for 1 to boost the Falcons' leads to 10-5 with just under 5 minutes left to play. Zach Smith, Chris Bagayski here. Notre Dame getting double teamed. Pass out from Davidson, tries to find her teammate on the wing. Floater there by Teresa Parr of Notre Dame is good, 10-7. Pushing the pace now is Murray Hill. Passes out to Perry, to Thompson. Perry underneath from a beautiful feed by Katerian Thompson. Gets Perry another 2 points. Pushing now is Marina Adachi. Pass up to Sienna Adachi, the sisters. Underneath to Shea Davidson with Perry working on her. 3 ball, long. No good, rebound from Perry. Gets it up to Mary Hall, tried to get her teammate running down the court, and it's gonna be out of bounds. And more substitutions incoming for Notre Dame. We'll reset those lineups for you in just a moment.
Notre Dame is going with basically leaving out or replacing everybody except for Sienna Adachi, who we have been seeing a lot of today from Notre Dame College.
Pass inbound from the Falcons. Nice little floater there by Callie Hall. Gets herself on the board with 2 from an excellent little feed. And the Falcons are up by 7. Bowling Green, that is. Running underneath, shot by Notre Dame is off the back iron. Rebound by Alyssa Brett. Brett pushing up tempo. Her shot, stutter stop. Hers is off the back of the iron. Offensive board by Perry. Perry again. And Angela Perry, the junior center, gets another 2 offensive boards and puts her shot up and in. Murray Hall working up against Sienna Adachi. Adachi passes over to Kylie Ramlau, who just checked back in. Bounces off of her foot. Ramlau has 2 Bowling Green Falcons on her. Thompson with her. Shot is going to go off the foot of Jessie Stout. It's going to go out of bounds for Bowling Green ball. We're going to see a substitution. Jessie Stout's going to check out in favor of Jada Marone. To inbound for the Falcons is Alyssa Brett. We're going to see a substitution by Bowling Green. Katerian Thompson's going to go ahead and get a break in favor of number 21, Morgan McMillan from Berlin, Ohio. Inbound for Bowling Green, working left to right. Murray Hall looking for somebody, wanted a motion, didn't get it. Whistle blows. They're going to rule a foul against Jenna Dohu. That's already 4 fouls now against the Notre Dame College Falcons. 1 more foul from them, and I believe they will be in the bonus.
Yeah, and that's not something you want to see this early into a ball game. Already getting really yourself into some foul trouble. It's never nothing good to be starting off so early. Inbound
from Bowling Green to Mari Hall. Mari Hall looking for somebody, gets the ball to Brett. Brett underneath takes it herself. Her shot's a little low on a little underhand layup. Pass from number 4, Jada Marone, is tipped by Hill. Floater by Notre Dame's number 5, Sienna Adachi, is no good. Goes out of bounds off of a tip by Jenna Dohu, and the Falcons will inbound by Perry. Perry to Hill. Hill driving up the far side near the corner. Hill off the screen from Perry. Perry was wide open underneath, and that's where the ball gets to. Perry, another shot from her is up and good. Layup by Angela Perry, already making her presence felt, already with 5 points. And we're going to tip to 2 minutes left here, and Notre Dame is going to be forced to call a timeout after pressure there by Kaylee Hall, just stopped that. And it's going to be 2 minutes and 3 seconds left, 20-7 Bowling Green.
That was a great individual effort by Kaylee Hall right there. Intercepting the inbound and being able to give yourself 2 more free points. She was right under the basket. And that's big, a great individual effort, great defense as well. And it looks like the Falcons are really Bowling Green Falcons, that is, are really starting to come together and settle down, and they're starting to find their offense.
Already here in the first quarter, 2 players at 7 points, and Angela Perry and Katerian Thompson going to go ahead and reset the lineups for you. Out there for the Bowling Green Falcons, you have Angela Perry. She's joined out there with Morgan McMillan, as well as Katie Hempfling, Madison Parker, and Callie Hall. As Notre Dame College will push up, we'll reset those lineups for you as well in just a moment. Jada Marone gets a pass up top to Kylie Ramlau. Her shot is no good. Rebound by Jada Marone of Notre Dame. Pass underneath. Looking to find a center underneath. Notre Dame's 23, Jenna Dohu, will just take it herself as Bowling Green will push up the court. Joining a Dohu out there for Notre Dame. Sienna Adachi, Jada Marone, Kylie Ramlau, and number 42, Emma Marchecheva, getting her first action. Hempfling looking for somebody to pass to. Gets it up top to Kaylee Hill. Gonna get a whistle, and Kaylee Hall is gonna go ahead and get a free throw here, as now the Falcons are in the bonus, so that means 1-1, as instead of just getting 2 free shots.
Yeah, and like I just said, getting into the bonus this early is good for the Falcons, but it's good for Bowling Green. It's really going to get confusing having to always decipher that throughout the remainder of the game. But being able to get in the bonus right now, the Falcons should be able to take advantage of these free throws that they will be getting.
Kaylee Hall makes both of hers. 2 more points for the Falcons as we tick to minute 10 remaining here in the first quarter. Jada Marone, pass long side to Jenna Dohu. Shot from Sienna Adachi is no good. Rebound by Adohu. Adohu back up to Adachi. Adachi looking for somebody. Takes a 3-ball of her own. It's long. It is an air ball. 50 seconds left. Bowling Green Falcons ball. We're going to see 2 more subs. Jessie Stout and Katie Karelik is going to check back in for Adohu and Ramlau. Bowling Green Falcons to inbound with 49 seconds left on the game clock, 26 on the shot clock. Pass up to the top to Hempfling. Shot back to Morgan McMillan. Her shot is no good, bounces off the front of the iron, and Notre Dame College is going to get an opportunity here to go 2 for 1. Jada Marone takes a shot herself with a left layup, and she gets it up and in for a point. And now Bowling Green is just going to run out the clock here in the first quarter. Ball is up top with Hempfling calling out the signals. Gets the ball back to Kaylee Hall, the freshman guard. Hall looking to get the ball. Hempfling's going to take a 3 to end the half. And that's going to be all she wrote here for the first quarter of play. Bowling Green ends the first quarter 22-9 up over the Notre Dame College Falcons. It's going to be a timeout, so we're going to take it with them. When we come back, we'll get you a couple more stats. You're listening to Bowling Green women's basketball here on Nixler and the WBGU broadcast. We'll be right back.
Association with BGSU Athletics, and we're proud supporters of every student athlete at BGSU. Whether you stop in for a light bite before a game or after a game for a great meal, Sam B's is the place to be. We're sure to please any crowd.
The Sandville Tribune is your local source of news covering all of Wood County, committed to giving our neighbors the information they need since 1890. For news on how to get your copy, visit www.seps-trib.com.
All right, Falcon fans, it's now time for the Buffalo Wild Wings half-court shot. I got Jacob with me here. If you can make this half-court shot, we're going to go away with $250 for Buffalo Wild Wings. Jacob, you ready to go? All right, drum roll, please. Jacob, when you're ready. Okay, we're getting backward. We're getting backward. We got the ball back. That's great. All right, we're going to get you a second shot. If he makes this, it's $100 to Buffalo Wild Wings. Jacob, are you ready? It's up. Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. One last try. If he makes this, $50. Come on, Falcon fans. Let's make some noise for Jacob. When you're ready, drum roll, please. It's up. Also, Falcon fans, if you want a free t-shirt, you gotta make some noise. Got some t-shirts courtesy of
Welcome back to the Stroh Center here on the campus of Bowling Green State University. The score is 22-9 in favor of the Falcons of Bowling Green. Zach Smith, I'm joined alongside Chris Bagaiski to bring you all the action here as the Bowling Green Falcons will get the ball to start the second half. Out there with the ball is Marie Hill. Passes outside to Hempfling. Hempfling looking for somebody to pass to, gets it right back to Hill, whose three is long. And a rebound there by Sienna Adachi. Adachi from the top part of the left side, looking to drive with Thompson on her. The pass gets over to number 4, Jada Marone. Marone around the horn, finds it in the hands of Katie Karalik. Karalik underneath Jessie Stout. Jessie Stout has to keep her balance to stay in bounds. Looking for somebody as they hit 5 seconds on the game clock. Got to get a shot off. Shot is up. Good defense there by Thompson. Hill right to Thompson. Thompson with a layup is good. That is a great shot there by Katerian Thompson, who is now 4 for 4 on the game. Underneath now, ball is tipped off the foot of Jada Marone. Finds her teammate Sienna Adachi underneath to Stout. Stout's ball off the layup is no good. Rebound by by Euchre. Euchre to Hill. Hill looking to do a layup. No good. It's going to be a turnover. We're going to see an early substitution for Notre Dame.
And on that play for Mari Hill, she drove to the basket and tried to find Euchre underneath, but the pass unfortunately was unable to get there as it bounced off a Notre Dame College Falcons foot and rolled out of bounds.
Notre Dame now to push the court. Moving right to left. Ball finds its way to Adohu. Adohu takes a long two. Rebound by Bowling Green. Pushing up the court is Madison Parker, the junior guard from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Parker gets it underneath to Hempfling, but the ball's going to get kicked out of bounds. It's going to remain with Bowling Green. To take it is going to be Marie Hill. Up and over to Hempfling. Hempfling driving up. Her layup is a little too strong. Goes out of bounds, and Bowling Green will retain possession. 24-9 the score here. 8:16 left in the first half of play. The Bowling Green Falcons up over the Notre Dame College Falcons. We're going to see a substitution for these Bowling Green Falcons as Euchre and Madison Parker are going to check out in favor of Angela Perry and number 14, Kaylee Hall. Pass to Hempfling. Hempfling to Thompson in the corner. Thompson pushing towards the center. Thompson finds her teammate Perry wide open, and Bowling Green will score again.
A beautiful vision from Terrion Thompson on that play, being able to drive the basket and find the open teammate underneath.
Sienna Adachi up top gets the ball to Katie Karalik. Karalik back to Adachi for three is long. She airballed it. Rebound by Stout. Stout's put back is no good. Katerian Thompson drives up court. They're going to call a lift on Katerian Thompson. I believe it's a lift.
I think it was more of a carry.
Carry, yeah.
She tried to go in and out, but brought her hand over with the ball.
That'll get the whistle, and we're going to see a substitution here for both sides. Trotting out for Bowling Green, Marie Hill is going to check out in favor of Alyssa Brett, junior for a freshman. Brett, the guard from Upper Arlington, Ohio. I didn't realize that there was an Arlington in Ohio. And now Notre Dame's going to push pace. Sienna Adachi pushes across the timeline with her team down 26-9. Nutmegs through the legs of Kaylee Hill. Pass underneath to Emma Martacheva. Her shot is no good. Ball gets passed to Perry, pass to Hall. Hall waiting for the play to develop, gets it to Hempfling. Hempfling pass up to the near corner to Alyssa Brett. Brett to Hempfling underneath. Her shot is good. What a beauty of a pass between the freshman. Alyssa Brett gets it to the sophomore Hempfling for an easy two. Another little good pass by Notre Dame, just too strong. No shots for Notre Dame. Thompson on a great pass right into the corner, gets it to Hempfling on a beautiful feed, 30-9.
It was a beautiful feed and an even better finish.
This is the largest lead of the game, 21 points, and they're going to get a whistle here. Looked to be an illegal screen maybe. They're going to rule that penalty was on Jenna Dohu for Notre Dame. We're going to see another substitution, as substitutions for Notre Dame College are just in and out, as Dohu will check out in favor of Jada Marone, as well as Katie Karalik checking out. Not a shot for Notre Dame. They can't buy a bucket.
Yeah, they really can't right now, and they haven't been shooting the ball very well, as they are 4 from 25 from the field so far tonight.
Hall gets the ball up to Katerian Thompson. Katerian Thompson, her shot's a little long. Rebound by Alyssa Brett. They're going to rule a foul against Notre Dame, and the Falcons, that's their 5th offensive rebound. Great job there. It's going to be just a common foul, not in the act of shooting. So no free throws, just an inbounds play. So Kaylee Hall passes inbound, gets it to to Brett. Brett up top in the direction of Kaylee Hall. She doesn't get it. Whistle blows. They're going to rule that against Bowling Green, Alyssa Brett. I believe that's her first. First team foul of the second quarter, as we are just about to take the 6 minutes left. Ball's in the hands of Jada Marone. Jada Marone pass up top to Alexis Karavic. She's going to take a long two. Rebound by Hempfling. Hempfling finds Kaylee Hall. Hall looking for another player to pass to, gets it to Hempfling. Hempfling up top to Alyssa Brett. Alyssa Brett driving in, whistle. They're going to rule a charge. There was no flopping of any type, just a little too strong. And now trotting in for the Falcons of Notre Dame is going to be Emil Ali Shakir. And a substitution for Bowling Green, Alyssa Brett trots out in favor of Morgan McMillan. Pushing up the court for the Falcons of Notre Dame is Marina Adachi. Adachi gets the ball back to herself, actually. Spielman. Spielman pass, or excuse me, I'm getting these names mixed up because they're both Falcons. Notre Dame can't get it. Pass from Hempfling on a gorgeous feed. Score by Kaylee Hall on a gorgeous feed by Hempfling. And the Falcons just continue to pour it on. 23-point lead. Layup by number 4, Jada Marone. Little bit of a Euro step right there. Draws a blocking foul against Hempfling. And now Hempfling's going to trot out in favor of Olivia Trice. And this is going to be the first free throw opportunity for Notre Dame College, as Jada Marone will take two.
And while she does take those free throws, going back to that last scoring play for the BGSU Falcons, it's something that I'm starting to notice a little bit of a trend, as they're getting kind of behind the defense and are able to get those passes inbound for a lane.
Jada Marone goes 1-and-1. Rebound by Perry. Finds her teammate Kaylee Hall. Kaylee Hall gets a screen from Perry, finds a player in the corner. That's McMillan. McMillan gets past her player, gets it back up top, and works it around the horn back to Thompson. They're going to rule a travel against Katerian Thompson, and they're going to go and take a media timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it with them. You're listening to Bowling Green Women's Basketball here on Mixler and WBGU. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Falcon volleyball team is hosting the 2019 MAC Volleyball Tournament right here at the Stroh Center. The tournament featuring the best teams in the conference. Your Falcons will play at 7 p.m. on Friday right here at the Stroh Center. Get your tickets by calling the ticket office at 877 BGSU. Ticket.
All right, Falcon fans, it's now time for our Coca-Cola full court putt. I have Olivia over here. She's got the putter, got the ball. And she can make it all the way down the court in between our two cases of Fanta orange. She's going to go away with the prize courtesy of Coca-Cola. Olivia, you ready to go? All right, let's see it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Turn. Turn. Ooh. Off the side. What do you can send it home, Olivia. Let's see it. Ooh, that one's got more pace. That's got pace. And it's clear. And Olivia has made the full court. Well, now Tracy Northburg. She's going to go away with the prize courtesy of Coca-Cola.
Center Zach Smith joined alongside Chris Bagaiski as Notre Dame College just is getting routed here by Bowling Green. The score is 32-10 in favor of the orange and brown with just about 4:47 left here on the clock as the Notre Dame College Falcons will try to get a little bit of a pace going here. Pushing up the court is Marina Adachi. Finds a teammate, Karavik. Her shot is short. Rebound by number 21, Morgan McMillan. She'll push across the timeline going left to right across your listening device or TV screen, whichever way you may be listening this evening. Pass underneath to Perry. Perry on a great shot. Had a great shot there to Olivia Trice. Came underneath, unguarded, nothing. Jada Marone comes right back. Her three ball is long. Rebound by Parker. Parker wanted to take that shot, could not take it. Passes up top to Kaylee Hall. Kaylee Hall inside the paint now, drives back outside, gets underneath to Perry. Perry, her shot is good. Angela Perry on a beautiful little stutter move. Gets the Falcons on the board again. Pushing up now, Jada Marone. Jada Marone gets inside the paint, tried to get the layup. They will not rule continuation. They're just going to rule a foul against, I believe, Madison Parker. It's going to be her first personal, and it's going to stay with Notre Dame. Jada Marone looks to get into the paint yet again. They're going to rule a charge as McMillan drew it out. Jada Marone had it, and no points for the Falcons of Notre Dame.
That was a great defensive effort from Bowling Green Falcons on that play. As the basket clears itself out, and now able to bring the offense back and try to keep tacking onto this lead.
McMillan, and one! Morgan McMillan, first of all, gets the charge on one end, and then on the other, takes it from the top part of the wing, drives in on a beautiful little layup, and gets the and one. We're going to see substitutions. Perry is going to check out for the Falcons in favor of number 24, Jane Euchre. We're going to see two more subs for the Falcons as Hill, and number 5, Alyssa Brett will check back in favor of Kaylee Hall, and looks like Madison Parker. Morgan McMillan to take her free throw, rattles around and in. 37-10 is your score here with 3:22 and counting in the first half. Marina Adachi lost her dribble, stolen by McMillan. There she is again. McMillan gets it. Nice feed there to Olivia Trice, who missed a feed from Perry earlier. Redeems herself with that. McMillan making all the plays.
Yeah, and that's another great play by McMillan, drawing both defenders and being able to find Trice open underneath the basket.
Pass from Jada Marone, finds it to the corner and underneath. Shay Davidson makes the Notre Dame Falcons' first field goal of the second quarter. Pushing out for Bowling Green is Marie Hill. Marie Hill finds Trice up top. Trice underneath to Euchre, Euchre to McMillan. McMillan probably just going with a heat check there. Her three is long off the back iron. And now Notre Dame will push pace as Marina Adachi, gets a pass to Emil Ali Shakir. Goes in for the second field goal of the quarter for Notre Dame. Hill up top to Trice, gets it back to McMillan. McMillan behind the back, has Ali Shakir right there with her. Ball finds the Hill. Little chuck up there by Alyssa Brett, rolls around and out. And Notre Dame is gonna substitute. Coming out is Shay Davidson, Jada Marone.
that second prayer kind of thrown up with the left hand, but it almost found its way into the basket.
And that seems to be the way that the Falcons have really been on the board. Every single shot seemingly going in for Bowling Green, whereas Notre Dame can't buy a shot. Pushing now is Kaylee Hill. Whistle blows right in front of our side of Media Row over here in the Stro. And now we're going to see free throws by Notre Dame, as now Notre Dame is now in the bonus, so 1-1 for Teresa Parr. Teresa Parr's first shot is good. It's money. Score is 39-15, minute 49 left here in the first half in favor of Bowling Green. Teresa Parr, her shot is good. Gonna see a substitution. Trotting back in is Kaylee Hall in favor of Marie Hill. As I imagine in this second half, if Bowling Green keeps pouring it on, we won't see many of the starters. Kaylee Hall drives down course. McMillan to Trice. Back over to Alyssa Brett. Alyssa Brett to McMillan. McMillan to Trice up top. Trice pushes to McMillan. She had the ball, just dropped it. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. McMillan drives. Layup. No good. Rebound by Brett is just slapped off of her hands and goes out of bounds. BG will retain possession. Minute 25 left on the game clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 39-16 in favor of Bowling Green. Inbound pass from Kaylee Hall gets to Trice. Trice lost the handle. Notre Dame gets the ball. Talk about a defensive effort getting back by Bowling Green. Notre Dame takes a shot. A shot is long by Ramlow. Offensive board is no use. And just a misplay there by Alyssa Brett. Tried to find Trice running down court. Goes up and out of bounds. And now Trice will come out of the game in favor of Katie Hempfling.
A lot of offense for the Falcons, or for the Bowling Green Falcons in this second quarter. And unfortunately for Notre Dame College, they are shooting a mere 6 of 33 for the game so far, which adapts to an 18.2 field goal percentage, which is not a recipe for a successful ball game.
And that's one way to fix it, as Jessie Stout gets in, gets a quick two. As we are under a minute, we have about 45 seconds left of play here in the first half. It's been all Bowling Green Falcons. Pass underneath to Hempfling. Pass up top to McMillan. Her three is good from the top wing. McMillan has been just on fire this half. Ball gets passed out to Ali Shakir. And they're going to rule a travel as Teresa Parr picked up her dribble, ran in. Going to see a substitution here. Shot clock is turned off. Angela Perry is going to check in favor of Jane Euchre. And now 25.8 left on the clock. Another substitution for Notre Dame. Trotting in is Emma Matchakeva in favor of Jessie Stout. So Jessie Stout will come out. Hempfling will inbound the ball to Kaylee Hall, the freshman from Hamilton, Ontario. That's up in Canada.
Is it?
Yeah, last time I checked. Hall with 15 seconds left. Looks just to dribble it out, gets a screen from Hempfling. Passes to Hempfling. Hempfling underneath to Perry. Perry with the left hand rolls around and in. Now it's going to be quick. Ali Shakir pushing across the timeline. Stops, blocked by Hempfling. And that's a strong way to end the half, Chris.
Yeah, Hempfling just hit that ball off of my court. And that's a great way for the Bowling Green Falcons to lead into the tunnel, into halftime with a 44-18 lead.
And dominant it was there, Chris. The Falcons are shooting 19 for 37. That's equivalent to a 51.4% from the field. From three-point land, they're shooting about 25%. For Notre Dame, they're shooting 7 for 34, 20.6%. They didn't get a field goal until pretty much with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. The only point up to then was a free throw. And the Falcons, we talked about needing to play solid defense. And it started off really well, as I believe it was like 24 or something like that to 9 at the end of the first quarter, and Bowling Green hasn't left to go of the pedal.
No, they definitely haven't. 22 points in the first, 22 points in the second. second, and the offense just seems to be clicking for the Falcons right now. Everybody seems to be in sync, and it's all started with Katerion Thompson in the first, and then Angela Perry really stepped up in the second half, and she has 13 points herself. Kaylee Hall has put up 8 so far, and then you have Kaylee Hempling and Morgan McMillan, who both have been playing stout in later second quarter.
And the Falcons are just playing lights out. As mentioned, it all starts with Katerion Thompson, who I imagine isn't going to get a lot of playing time in the second half of play with the way the score is. You're going to get the starters in there. But in blowout games like this, Donovan Mann, the executive director of BGRSO, mentioned on Friday when Bowling Green took on Fairmount State, these blowouts are important because it gives your coaching staff an opportunity to see what your younger players can do and what they can do in order to benefit your team in the future. But you gotta say, it's a pretty commanding lead here, 44-18. We're gonna get you some stats really quick before we send you off to a break. The leading scorer for the Bowling Green Falcons right now, 13 points by Angela Perry. She's got 13, shooting 6 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line. She also leads the team in rebounds with 7. Right behind her, and leading the team in assists, is Hempling. Katie Hempling has 4 assists on the game, then 2 steals by Kaylee Hall for the Falcons. For Notre Dame, their leading scorer is number 4. That's Jada Marone. Or excuse me, no, that's Parr. I'm looking at the stats wrong. Teresa Parr leads the team with 4. She's shooting 1 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from the line. Stout leads the team in rebounds, and then Karalik pretty much has the rest with assists, steals, and blocks, all 1 apiece. 7 offensive boards for Bowling Green in that first half, 24 defensive boards. The Falcons really dominating the glass, 32 points in the paint, 31 rebounds in total for Bowling Green. Really cleaned up those turnovers as well, but Bowling Green still leads in turnovers 8-7. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a little bit of a halftime break. When we come back, we'll reset the lineups. Chris and I will talk about what we need to see from the Falcons in this second half, even though the lead is pretty strong. Your Bowling Green Falcons lead 44-18 at the end of the first half. You are listening to women's basketball here on Nixler and WBGU. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
All right, Falcon fans, it's time to get out of your seats and onto your feet. It's time for the Geico Dance Camp. If you're showing off those dance moves, you make it out to the field goal.
optimal hip surgery generally. Wood County Hospital calls it technology-assisted minimally invasive surgery. I call it great. I took my first steps within hours, and I went home the next day. A week later, I kept that faith.
Anterior Advantage Hip Replacement, now available at Wood County Hospital. Depend on us.
Once again, fans, starting with 10 minutes left in the second half, BGSU students can purchase discounted concessions at the Burnfield Concession Center. Now, what a great way to see multiple athletic events without committing to a full season. And then the Flex Play meals for you. Contact the ticket office and ask how you can get your $90 Flex Play. An investment in the Falcon Club is an investment in BGSU student athletes. Join the Falcon Club today by calling 419-372-2401. And your Falcon volleyball team hosting the 2019 MAC Volleyball Tournament right here at the Stroh Show. The tournament featuring the best teams in the conference. Your Falcons going to play
second half of action between the Bowling Green State University Falcons and the Notre Dame College Falcons. Chris Begeiski alongside Zach Smith ready for the call of the second half. And Zach, tell me what you saw from either of the Falcons teams in the first half of play so far.
Well, the big thing that I saw out of these Falcons is just the pure scoring that both of these teams put up. And by both teams, I mean the Bowling Green Falcons. Just 44 points in the first half of play, and it's getting everybody involved, starting off with Angela Perry. And, of course, you cannot forget Katerian Thompson. Katerian Thompson, in my opinion, is playing some great basketball. She's only played about 12 minutes in this game, but while in here, she shot an efficient 4 for 5 from the field, going 1 for 1 from three-point land, putting up 9 points on the day. She's ended the first half, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but 2 turnovers. But Angela Perry is the leading scorer for these Falcons of Bowling Green. 13 points, 6 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line, and 7 rebounds. So overall, you really got to like what you're seeing out of these Falcons.
Most definitely. And then in addition to Thompson and Perry, we've seen Morgan McMillan and Katie Hempfling both contributing massive amounts in the offensive game. And then at the very end of the second quarter, we had Hempfling block the shot of Jada Marone as she tried to get a shot off as the clock expired. So a big defensive play to end the first half of play. And now we're looking into the second. And what are going to be the keys for Bowling Green to close out this game against Notre Dame College?
Well, I think the big thing that Bowling Green has to do in order to stay up in this game is to keep your foot down on the gas. Notre Dame didn't get the 3-0 for nothing. They're going to come back. They're going to come back firing. Yes, they're just a D2 school, but that doesn't mean anything. Notre Dame's going to come out firing, and for Bowling Green to come out of this game on top, I really think they need to keep their foot down, and that means giving your starters more playing time during this second half, although it's very, very tempting to not do so. I think that's the key for this Falcons team. Keep Katerian Thompson in this game. Keep Katie Hempfling. Keep Angela Perry. Even Jane Euchre and Madison Parker, all the starters. Give them an opportunity to keep going and producing.
And looking at the shot charts for the first half of play, Bowling Green Falcons shot 9 of 19 for a 47.4% from the field in the first quarter, and then improved those numbers 10 of 18, a 55.6% for the second quarter. So continuing an improvement from the first to the second quarter. It looks like for the Falcons, the second half starting lineup, we're going to see Madison Parker, Katie Hempfling, Katerian Thompson, Jane Euchre, and Mari Hill, as Notre Dame College is going to inbound the ball. And it's going to be Sina Adachi, the senior from Attica, Ohio. As she drives to the top of the key, finds Jenna Dohu, and Dohu's going to drive with the right, and we're going to get a whistle right here. It's going to be a foul on the Falcons.
And that's a great way to get this game started. Jenna Dohu knows that she needs to start putting points on the board. One of the leaders of this team, although she's just a junior, drives down, puts her foot up, and takes the contact and makes her first free throw.
As you said, first free throw made by Dohu as she gets ready for the second one. Dohu from Erie, Pennsylvania, has played at IUP and Youngstown before, now Notre Dame College, as she makes the second one. Inbound for the Falcons is going to be Katie Hempfling, as Mari Hill's going to bring it up the court with her right. Now on the far side as she waits for someone to get open, drives to the left side. As pauses, finds Euchre in the middle, and Thompson for three from the corner, and it's going to bounce off the rim, but rebound by Hempfling. Hempfling's going to find Euchre. Euchre loses control of the ball as it falls out of bounds.
And you got to like that aggressive three-point shot there by Katerian Thompson. Yeah, your team's still up by 24 points, but you got to keep your foot down on the gas, and that's exactly what the senior knows she has to do.
And Katie Koralik with the ball for Notre Dame College. She drives with the lefts and makes the first points of this third quarter. As Falcons try to push pace, now we're going to get a traveling call on Katerian Thompson.
And the thing to know with that is that came from the far side of the court, not with the referee standing right next to Katerian Thompson.
And Notre Dame College inbound by Katie Koralik as she takes it up. Going to start to drive with her left down low. trying to push into the paint, drives with the right, gets it to bounce, but it doesn't go her way. Rebound by Madison Parker. Parker's going to find Mari Hill. Hill pass to Thompson, and Thompson with the easy layup. Great passing play from the Falcons.
Murray Hill knew exactly where that ball needed to go.
And the pass from, that is Kylie Ramlow, finds one in the middle, and 2 more points for Notre Dame College. Madison Parker quickly from 3 at the corner, and that one is good.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing here out of Mary Hill, just getting all her teammates involved. She doesn't have to be the one to make shots. She just has to be the one to start them off. Miscommunication there by Notre Dame.
Like you said, miscommunication right there as the ball was, it looked like it might have been tipped out of bounds by the hands of Mari Hill. As Notre Dame is going to regain possession, it's going to be Katie Kralik on the inbound. A little bit of confusion as nobody really started to move until Kylie Ramlow found herself open, and the 3 from Ramlow is good.
That's a deep 3 there by Ramlow. She had Katerian Thompson there. Katerian Thompson did exactly what she needed to do.
And that was Ramlow's first 3 as she has taken 6 shots, 5 of them from beyond the 3-point arc, and that was her first one to fall of the night so far. Rebound underneath the basket for the Falcons is going to be Mari Hill. Hill to Hempfling. Hempfling's going to turn, find Harry down low, and Perry's going to bank one off the glass for a good 2.
And these Notre Dame Falcons haven't led since the first quarter when they were up 5-2, but they're really trying to push hard now.
They are starting to push the pace, as it is Sina Adachi with the shot, board by Mari Hill. Hill pushing up court as she waits, finds Hempfling at the 3. Hempfling's going to drive, find Katerian Thompson out on the wing. Thompson back for Hempfling. Hempfling with the 3, and it is good. That is another 3 points for Katie Hempfling. She is now at 7. That is her first 3 of the day.
On one end of the court, Adachi, her 3 is just a little short. Then on the other, Katerian Thompson finding her open player in Hempfling, and Hempfling on the defensive end makes a stop.
The Jenna Dohu drive was, her board was picked up by Madison Parker. Parker tried to find Katerian Thompson as we got another whistle for traveling. As it doesn't look like Katerian Thompson is happy with the officials tonight, as a lot of calls have not gone her way.
That's her second travel in this third quarter.
In addition to the carry call early in the first quarter. But we have Jada Marone taking one for herself. Tried to get a shot off, but that ball is blocked by Angela Perry. And we're going to get another whistle. Foul is going to be on Notre Dame College.
Yeah, just bad pass there, but even better block by Perry. Angela Perry is having a great night, 13 points, 7 boards, and I don't know if they're going to credit that to be a block or just a steal, but great job by Perry.
Hempfling finds Katerian Thompson out wide as the ball from Mari Hill to Hempfling. Hempfling finds Perry in front. Perry with the floater right in front of the basket for another 2. 56-27. Bowling Green leads as Sienna Adachi finds Katie Ramlow. And Ramlow gets a shot off, and it's going to fall short of the basket, but the loose ball is picked up by Jada Marone. Marone tries to find Jessie Stout underneath the basket, but Marone from 3, a long 3, bounces just short. Board picked up by Madison Parker. Parker's going to bring the ball up herself. She finds Hempfling to her left. Hempfling finds Thompson on the good for 3 from the corner, as Katerian Thompson is now up to 12 points on the day.
It's raining 3s here in the Stroh for Bowling Green.
As that is another 3-pointer from the Falcons, and the shot from 3 by Jenna Dohu is going to not be good, but the loose ball is picked up by Jada Marone, and she is going to find Jessie Stout for the open basket. That's 2 free points for Notre Dame College. Mari Hill bringing the ball back up the court into Notre Dame territory as Katie Hempfling tries to find Angela Perry down low, but the ball is picked off. Sienna Adachi is going to find Ramlow. Ramlow's going to stop at the 3 and take a shot, and that's going to be her second from beyond the 3-point arc of this third quarter.
Just was the largest lead of the half, or of the game at 30 points. Hempfling just tried to find Thompson in the corner, ball tipped away. And you can see Notre Dame has really put an emphasis on that defensive side of the ball at the half.
Most definitely and the offense has been active for both teams as we're starting to see a little bit of a scoring outburst in the first 4.5 of this third quarter. And ball inbound into Hill. Hill being guarded by Ramlow. As Hempfling tries to set a screen to the left. And that is Madison Parker, who finds Hill down low. And the ball is tipped. Loose ball picked up by Ramlow as she's going to bring it up the court, running with Mari Hill. Now Sina Adachi drives to the right and waiting at the top of the key. Tries to find Emma Marcheva down low as the ball is going to be coming back. And Elissa Brett tries to go for the drive and is going to be foul called on the play on Notre Dame College.
Good aggressiveness there by Alyssa Brett, but even better get back there by Notre Dame. Sienna Adachi did not give up on that play one bit. And I gotta say, I gotta give a lot of credit here to Notre Dame. Notre Dame came out here firing to start this half off, 59-32 now. And we're down to, if my math is correct, we're under 20-something points.
Already, yeah, in this third quarter, a lot of points being scored so far, as it looks like 14 points for the Notre Dame College to 15 points for the Falcons. A lot of scoring, as we've seen 11 shots fall on 20 total attempts. And like we said, both teams are capable of putting up a lot of offense. It really just took time for Notre Dame College to find their offensive rhythm and to find for everyone to start to get comfortable, as they are now 3 for 20 from the three-point line, as Ramlow has made all 3 of the Notre Dame College three-point shots.
And I think the fact that you mentioned that both teams are capable of offense, but they need to come back from it. The thing that now Notre Dame really has to do is the fact that they have scored 9 points in each of the first 2 quarters of play. In the first and second quarter, they had a combined 18 points, whereas Bowling Green had a combined 44. Yes, now their offense is starting to heat up, but now the question becomes, is it too late?
And that's why they say it's not over until the final whistle blows. There's still plenty of time. We've seen leads been blown before, but it's very crucial for the Bowling Green to not take their foot off the gas pedal right now and to keep playing their game and continuing to put the offense together.
And again, we mentioned in the pregame, Katirine Thompson and what her fingerprints on this game would impact. She's got 14 points, getting off to a quick start here, taking 2 quick threes, made one of them, shooting 2 for 3 from the line right now. And again, you can't stress the importance of Angela Perry in the paint, as now Bowling Green will take free throws here after the break, which we're waiting on that buzzer.
And when we do, we will see Elissa Brett take her first of 2 free throws on the blocking foul just before the media timeout, and there is the horn. So we should have the good go for Brett to take her free throws. Brett is a freshman from Adelaide, Australia. You don't see many Australians in,
well, in Ohio.
Most definitely, as the first one from Brett is going to be good.
Her first points of the night. She was going into that, she was one of 3 Falcons who have entered the game and not scored points up to this point.
And 2 for 2 from the free throw line is Brett, as the ball is inbounded to Teresa Parr. Parr taking it up, guarded by Mari Hill. Fakes one way, goes the other, gets the ball to Jada Marone in the corner. Marone jumps back to the middle with a shot, and the board is grabbed by Elissa Brett. And it'll be Falcons ball underneath the basket as the ball's inbounded to Mari Hill. Hill being guarded by Jada Marone, as Hill gets a pick from Brett, and she's going to pass her the ball, and Brett's going to find Kaylee Hall. Hall's going to drive down low, and we're going to get a foul on Notre Dame College.
And I mentioned that up to that point, Brett was one of 3. Mari Hill is one of the players who has not scored yet on this game, yet her fingerprints have been all over this game as well, as she has made some great assists.
And she has been on the court for the vast majority of this basketball game, that is Mari Hill. And, you know, I think that really attests to the kind of a player that she is. She's not a very selfish player. She's a team player, and sometimes that's what you need.
Absolutely.
As Notre Dame College, that is Teresa Parr finds Jada Marone. Marone outside the three-point line, starting to back up, waiting for the play to develop. As she's got Odohu cutting to the basket, finds Parr outside for 3, and that one is good for Teresa Parr. Those are her first good three-pointer of the night. She up to 7 so far this game, as we will now see an offensive or a substitution from Notre Dame College. Ball inbounded for the Falcons. That is Mari Hill on the dribble, as she starts to drive and puts up a shot and doesn't get it to fall, but the board is picked up by the Falcons, and a 3 from Madison Parker does not fall, but the board is picked up once again by the Falcons. Angela Perry inside, puts one off the glass, doesn't get a bounce, and that is Odohu fighting off a couple Falcons to get the board, as Teresa Parr, as she hesitates, moves from right to left across three-point line. That's Jada Marone for 3, and that one is good. 61-38 now is the lead for the Falcons, as Mari Hill gets a screen from Perry. It's a little bit of separation off Marone, and that's Brett on the drive to the left. She's going to pass it back out to Kaylee Hall. Hall finds Perry. Perry, ball tipped, picked up by Parker. Parker in down to the corner for Brett. Brett's going to drive and put one just overboard, picked up by Emil Ali Shakir, as she's going to bring the ball up, hand it off to Marone, and Marone's going to set the play up. In motion, Marone, screened by Emma Marcheva, as Marone back at the top of the key as she pauses, takes a few steps, take a shot. That one's going to go just a little bit to the left. Board picked up by Madison Parker. Marone putting the pressure on Parker, as it is now Haley Hall who comes in to help bail out Madison Parker.
Yeah, the Notre Dame College Falcons have started to, put a little bit more of a full court press on there. We've got a timeout on the court in favor of Bowling Green.
And, we look at this now. Notre Dame College has put up 20 points in this third quarter, more than doubling their first half totals. 9 in the first, 9 in the second, now 20 in the third. 7 field goals made, 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 7 in the third. 14 of 50 is now where Notre Dame College sits on this whole spiel. And now they're shooting 43.8% from the field right now in this third quarter.
And I think the big one to note is that they're shooting 4 for 7 from the three-point line, going at about a 57% clip right now. And that's what I think has really gotten this team back in it. Ramlow's had a couple big ones. Marone has started to heat up a little bit here in the beginning stages of the second half. And if the Falcons of Notre Dame are really going to come back into this game, it's got to probably start on that three-point line. The thing that's most notable with the 20 points to the Bowling Green 17 is the fact that they are outscoring Bowling Green right now, meaning that they are starting to dig back into the deficit that they put themselves in that first half.
Yeah, and if this second half Notre Dame College team looks completely different from the first half, because the team just seems more confident, more relaxed, and it's almost like as if they are more of a second half team. I don't know if the numbers say that throughout their first couple games, but 20 points now in the third with 2:26 remaining. I think there's still plenty of time for Notre Dame College to start to pick up the pace and continue to tack on points. If the momentum is starting to swing their way, which is something that I mentioned on the pregame show, the momentum and how often it changes in the game of basketball, and it was imperative for the Falcons to be able to not allow Notre Dame College to be able to continue that momentum.
Yeah, the other big thing, their last time out, these Notre Dame College Falcons took on Mercyhurst, and they came out Notre Dame came out firing in that first half. Then in the second half, they really dropped off. So we're really seeing an inverse of what they played against. But now Notre Dame College their backs are quote unquote against the wall. Yes, it's only like the 4th game of the season for them, but this is a big momentum game for them if they can win this one. And for Bowling Green, it's all about finding your stride here early in the season. If you can get a good win against this team of Notre Dame that's really coming out and putting on a fight, then you're looking pretty good for the rest of the season.
And there's our buzzer. We should be just ready to resume play for the Falcons. Bowling Green on the inbound. There's the official whistle. It's going to be Brett on the inbound as she's going to find Kaylee Hall. Hall's going to hand it off to Parker. Parker back to Brett. Brett's going to find Tyrion Thompson. And we're going to get another whistle. Right now, blocking foul called on Jada Marone. That is Marone's 4th personal foul of the game, as it looks like she is going to talk to her coach right now, while Kaylee Hall is going to take 2 free throws. And Hall, first shot is off the back of the rim, but she gets one more. 61-38, Bowling Green leads. 2:18 left to play in this 3rd quarter. As the second one in and out. And we're going to get another foul.
On Hempfling.
This one on Hempfling. So Notre Dame College getting the ball underneath their basket. Ball inbounded to Teresa Parr. Parr bringing it up, met at half court by Kaylee Hall. Hall putting on the pressure. Parr gets past her, finds an open Emma Marcheva, and she's going to put one in for an easy 2. As we have another stoppage of play.
Might be a delay here as Notre Dame have kicked it away just a little bit to get this clock stopped.
As Notre Dame College starting to bring the full court pressure, but Jada Marone is starting to back off after she was playing up tight on Kaylee Hall. Hall bringing the ball up the court, is going to find Parker at the 3-point line inside to Perry. Perry turns, pivots, tries to put a shot up, draws the foul, and that's going to be on Emma Marcheva.
Largest lead of the game for Bowling Green was 32 points. Their lead's down just to 21 here pending these free throws.
And Perry, her 1 for 2 from the free throw line so far. First one is up and it bounces twice off the rim. Now 1 for 3 as we see Sina Adachi coming into the game for Teresa Parr. And the second one is in. 62-40 now the score as that is Marina Adachi. Takes the ball up at the top of the 3-point line, pauses, fakes a shot, passes it to Katie Koralik. Koralik back to Adachi in the corner, and the shot is up and no good. Rebound by Hempfling as she starts to bring the ball up the court. As she's pushing and tries to hand it off to Darian Thompson. It's picked off by Emil Ali Shakir, and she drives to the basket. Looks to draw a foul, not gonna get one. But the ball tipped out by Bowling Green. It's going to be Notre Dame College ball underneath the basket.
Fantastic defense there by Kaylee Hall. Got back, knew there was a player behind her, just does not allow a foul to get drawn on her.
As now we will see a foul. That was Ali Shakir drawing the foul, and she is going to see 2 shots from the free throw line. This will be her first trip to the line tonight. Looking to continue the scoring rampage of Notre Dame College. That first one bounces off the back of the rim.
And that's big. If Notre Dame College wants to get back into this game, it starts at the line. You got to take advantage of the free points that are given to you.
Definitely, and that second one is going to take a couple bounces and fall down into the hands of Katie Hempfling. Hempfling handing it off to Hall. Hall drives with the handoff to Parker. Parker back to Hempfling. Hempfling over to Thompson at the top of the key. as she pauses, finds Hempfling in the middle. Hempfling starts, fakes, drives, stops in the paint, passes it out to Hall. Hall for three, and that one is good. Or that was a long two, but it was still good, and 2 more points for the Falcons.
Great job by Hall.
Very great play as Parr continuing, finds Marcheva. Marcheva back out to Alicia Kier, and the pass over to Koralik. Koralik drives, stops, pivots, turns, and lets one go just south of the basket, out of bounds. It will be Bowling Green ball.
And a missed opportunity for Notre Dame. They had Marina Adachi wide open on the near side corner going left to right, and Adachi just had the ball wide open and did not get the pass from Ramlow.
And Kaylee Hall playing a little bit of keep away with Adachi right now. As you can see, she's got a smile on her face as it comes away, and the ball is punched by Katie Koralik, as that's going to be a foul on Koralik. But now the shot clock is turned off, 9.8 seconds. And we're going to see a 1-and-1 for Hall. This will be her 3rd trip to the line, as she is 2 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. 64-40 is the lead for Bowling Green, as they have put up 20 points in this 3rd quarter to Notre Dame's College 22. And her first free throw bounces off the back of the rim, up and out.
And Hall, the thing I really liked on that last little dribble she had, she was watching the shot clock the entire time, as there's 9.8 left.
And she missed the second one, rebound by Parr. Parr playing a little give and go with Alicia Kier. And the loose ball is going to be picked up by Koralik, but not in time to get a shot off, as that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Bowling Green 64, Notre Dame College 40 at the conclusion of 3. We got 10 more minutes to go. And Zach, any words?
I gotta say, Kaylee Hall, she may be a freshman, but she is not playing like a freshman. She's making some very, very veteran moves out here, and that's something that you really gotta appreciate out of your freshman. That's got a bright future for this team.
Hall 10 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 6 from the free throw line. That is the freshman from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. So we said 64-40 is the score. Bowling Green leads. We got 10 more minutes to play. Coming up on the other side of this break, you are listening to women's basketball on Mixler.com and WBGU live stream. We'll be right back.
Notre Dame College misses 2 consecutive free throws in any one trip to the line in the 4th quarter. 500 fans win a free Chick-fil-A sandwich in tonight's winning ticket number in the Falcon from 50-50. We have it for you. Check your tickets. The winning number is 425-469. 425-469, with the winner taking home $143. 425-469 is your number, and if you have the lucky ticket number, please visit the 50-50 kiosk to claim your prize.
All right, man, it's about 7 o'clock. For me, it's a late dinner. For you guys, I want to know, are you hungry? If you're hungry, then you got the BGSU dance team with some large chance pizzas. It only goes for the loudest fans in the Stroh Center. So let me hear you do. Pizza.
Of Bowling Green, and I tell you, both teams are playing like it.
Most definitely, as Hempling inbounds the ball to Mari Hill, and that'll officially start this fourth and final quarter as Hempling pump fakes outside, but she's going to hand it off to Katarian Thompson. Thompson drives, stops, and puts one up with the left for the first points of this fourth quarter. Ball inbounded. Good move by Jada Marone to keep the ball away from Mari Hill as Marone hands the ball off to Koralik. Koralik trying to find Ramlow in motion. It's going to roll off her foot, and it's going to be BG ball. Correction, another official came in, corrected the call, and it's going to stay Notre Dame College ball on the Falcons side underneath the basket. Ball inbounded by Adachi to Marone. Marone with a long three, and it's going to bounce off the rim, board by Perry. Perry getting double teamed as she gets around one, finds Mari Hill as the outlet. Hill starts to drive back up the court as gets the screen and hands it off to Parker. Parker to Perry. Perry finds Hempling down low. Hempling trying to fight off, back out to Parker for three, and it's going to bounce off the rim, but Hempling's going to grab a board, find Perry up top. Perry down to Katarian Thompson. Down low at the 3:15 on the shot clock. Thompson drives, finds Mari Hill. Hill back down to Perry. A lot of ball movement here from the Falcons on this possession as Thompson starts to drive back out to Parker. Parker for three, and it's not going to go. Board by Jenna Dohu.
As much as you hate to not see points go on the board for the orange and brown, great passing there by the Falcons.
And what a great underneath the basket move by Jada Marone to get those 2 points, to get 2 points back. And now Mari Hill to Perry up top. Perry down over for Parker. Parker driving down to the left, trying to find Perry. The ball is swatted away, and we're going to have a jump ball as Adachi tried to rip that one away from Perry.
With the possession arrow, though, the ball's going to go with Notre Dame.
And ball inbounded to Adachi as she passes up to Marone on the far side, drumming up the far left, and over to Ramlow. Kylie Ramlow tried to maybe shoot a three, wasn't there, and Adachi fakes right, drives left, puts one up, drawing the foul and getting the basket, 66-44, and Sina Adachi is going to take one more shot and try to complete this three-point play. That foul was on Mari Hill, her third, and the third is good for Adachi. So that's 66-45, 8 minutes left to go in this final quarter as Mari Hill drives, and she's going to try to find Perry down low, gets it to her, and Perry right in front of the basket, an easy layup for two.
You can't allow Notre Dame to go on runs. A lot of time left, and they're only down by about 23 points. It seems like a lot, but it can go away very, very fast.
As a three from the corner is missed by Jada Marone, board by Hempling. Hempling starting to drive, finds Thompson. Thompson at the top of the key, starts to drive in, tries to take on three Notre Dame College defenders, and draws the foul. As she gets the side off, she's going to get 2 shots from the free throw line to look to improve this Bowling Green lead. 16 points for Thompson on the night. Her first trip to the free throw line, and first shot is up and in. And as she awaits the second one, we have Sina Adachi waiting all the way down on the other end, but the second free throw from Thompson is good. Ball inbounded to Marone. Marone being met by Hill up midcourt as Marone continues to push the ball forward, hands it off to Odohu. Odohu looks to drive, takes a step back and a shot, and it's going to be good for 2. Hempling inbound to Hill. Hill pushing the pace a little bit as she moves the ball back up to half court and passes to Parker. Parker cross court to Thompson. Thompson fakes, hesitates, drives, loses the ball, as now that is Koralik bringing the ball up for Notre Dame College. She's going to find Marone to her right. Marone starts to drive back to Koralik. Koralik to Odohu. Odohu waits to shoot, doesn't. Back to Ramlow. Ramlow looked for a long three, didn't want to take it. Backed out to Koralik. Koralik over to Adachi, and Adachi for 3, and it's going to bounce off the rim, and board is going to be grabbed and fumbled by Perry out of bounds. A couple substitutions now from both sides. as Euchre, Hall, and Brett all come in for the Falcons. That is the Bowling Green Falcons. Ball inbound. Adachi finds Jesse Stout underneath the basket, but it's going to be picked up by Adohu. Back up at the top of the key, fakes a shot for a long two. It's going to bounce off the rim. Ball's going to be picked up by Mari Hill.
Most notably during those last substitutions, Perry and Katerian Thompson both checked out, as well as Madison Parker. So head coach Robin Freilich is starting to pull her starters off of the court with about 6 minutes left in the game.
6:33 left to go in this game. 70-47 is the score in favor of Bowling Green. Ball inbounded as Notre Dame's now starting to put on the full court press. Ball moves forward as Euchre down low, waits for the rest of the team to show up, and it's going to be Brett. Fakes the dribble, back down to Euchre. Euchre with the left underneath the basket. Good for another two. Ball inbounded as Teresa Parr is going to bring the ball up, and she's going to stop at three-point line, hesitates, going to find Adachi down to her right, as he's going to try to find Stout cutting to the basket. It's going to tip off her hands and out of bounds. Hempfling going to stay, check the ball in. Another substitution for Notre Dame College. That is Koralik going to take a seat. Shea Davidson coming on the court. Mari Hill trying to run past Jada Marone as she's met. Pass over to Hempfling. Hempfling cross court for Hill. Hill back to Hempfling. Hempfling with a long two is going to bounce short, but board's going to be picked up by Elissa Brett. Back to Hempfling. Hempfling's going to start to drive, coming into the left as she was met and taken down by Jessie Stout.
And that's one thing I really like to see. It's good sportsmanship. Yes, Hempfling went down, but Jessie Stout, number 20 of Notre Dame College, went over, helped her opponent up, and it's all about sportsmanship.
Really is a very good thing to see as Hempfling makes her first of two free throws. 73-47, 5:47 left to go in this fourth and final quarter of play. Hempfling's second free throw bounces off the front of the rim. Board picked up by Brett. Brett tries to throw up a shot and to be picked up by Mari Hill. Hill, ball swatted away by Marone, but she picks up the loose ball, tries to pivot away. Hempfling gets the outlet as she starts to drive. Bounce pass inside to Euchre. Euchre tries to put up a shot, and she's going to draw the foul, as that was Shea Davidson trying to guard Jane Euchre. Euchre, the senior from Akron, Ohio. Her first free throw bounces up and in. She is now 3 points on the day as she awaits her second free throw. It's good as well. 75-47, ball inbound by Marone as she's still guarded by Mari Hill. She tries to run past, shakes her off, fakes one way, hesitates, tries to get a shot off with the left, but we're going to get a reach on Mari Hill. That is her fourth foul of the game, as now we are going to see Morgan McMillan come in for Mari Hill. McMillan was a big part in that second quarter scoring outburst for the Falcons as Adachi inbounds. Ball's tipped out of the hands of Jessie Stout, but she picks it back up out to Adachi. And Adachi fakes a couple shots, fakes left, fakes right, jumps back to the three, a long shot as it is not in. It's be picked up by Brett. Brett's gonna find Hill. Hill driving, fakes to McMillan and puts up a reverse backhand with her right. A beautiful play by Kaylee Hill, the freshman from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
And I know we mentioned it as Notre Dame gets bumped and a foul will be called. And I know I mentioned it, but Hall is not playing like a freshman. Kaylee Hall just made a very senior move. Faked it out to McMillan out in the corner. McMillan had the opportunity, but would have given the defense an opportunity to come back. But Hall just goes and keeps her foot on the gas and goes attack, attack, attack.
And we're going to see a media timeout right now. So we're going to step aside for a quick break. And on the other side, we're going to have the final 4:57 of the fourth quarter between Bowling Green and Notre Dame College. And we'll be right back. I forgot to say.
You're good. I have
I needed a drink of water.
I have all of BG Sports next couple games, plus I threw Notre Dame's game in there.
Okay. You gonna read them off?
I can.
Okay. Do you happen to have the thank you list?
I do not, but because we're running through Mixler and WBGU, I don't think we need it.
We'll just say thank you to everyone.
I can.
Congratulations, UNA Fire and in.
So, looking for health insurance? Medical Mutual is proud to help find the best way to manage your healthcare plan. Let Medical Mutual be your strategic partner. Now, fans, turn your attention to the video board for the Falcon Outfitters. Play of the game.
Geiske here with Zach Smith for the final 4 minutes and 57 seconds of this game at the Stroh Center, with the Bowling Green Falcons leading the Notre Dame College Falcons 77-47 in this fourth and final quarter of play. And Zach, I think what we've seen in the third quarter from Notre Dame College is sort of translating to this quarter, but not entirely. They put up 22 points in the third, doubling their first half total, and now they only sit 7 points this quarter. They're 3 of 8 from the field, 0 for 4 from the three-point line, where in the third quarter they were 4 of 8.
Well, it all starts, I think, with that defense, and Notre Dame came out firing. They knew they needed to, as number 14, Teresa Parr, makes her first free throw. But Notre Dame really came out knowing that they needed to play well, but Bowling Green stayed right with them, just giving up a net loss of 2 points during that third quarter. And for the Bowling Green Falcons, this is a great piece of work here, and pending anything drastic happening, results in a great win.
And Parr made her second free throw, and Bowling Green possession as the ball was kicked out of bounds, and now Notre Dame College on the inbound. Adachi to Parr. Parr back over to Adachi on the short right side as she finds Davidson in the middle. Outside to Marina Adachi as she finds Emma Marcheva down low, but that ball is back passed out. Seeing Adachi at the top as she's gonna pass over to her sister, but a foul or a traveling call on Notre Dame College. So inbound for Bowling Green is going to be Kaylee Hill, bringing it up the court over to Hempfling at the top of the key. She starts to drive in, hands up Brett. Brett tries with some speed to the right and is able to tuck one in home. And
Beautiful.
That was a very great play, and now pushing pace is Notre Dame College as they realize they are slowly but surely running out of time in this game, as another turnover from Notre Dame College, as now that is Katie Hempfling
And Euchre.
and Jane Euchre both stepping out, as now we see Olivia Trice and Claire Gloniak entering the game.
All starters are out of the game at this point for Bowling Green.
Now McMillan with the ball up to Gloniak as she tries to find down low for Trice. Trice outlet to Hill as the ball is going to be bounced right in front of us. And it's going to be Falcon ball, Bowling Green Falcon ball. 3:48 left to go in this game. 79-49 is the score. Inbound to Hall. Hall drives with her left And hand off to Brett. Brett back up to Trice in the center. Trice back down to Brett. Brett's going to drive baseline, left to right with a beautiful drive to the basket was Elissa Brett. And now Teresa Parr bringing the ball back up the court as she's guarded by Morgan McMillan. Drives to the right. Parr back out to, that is Emil Ali Shakir. And Sina Adachi with the shot is just to the right of the basket and out of play. Falcon ball, Olivia Trice on the inbound to Kaylee Hall, apologies. Hall bring the ball up, hand off to McMillan. McMillan to Trice. Trice back over to McMillan, jumped, and a bounce pass intercepted by Ali Shakir as she brings the ball back up the court into the offensive territory for the Notre Dame Falcons. And Teresa Parr down low for Marcheva as she tries to put one off the glass, and it's rebounded by Gloniak. And now McMillan, pass from Hall. Hall back at the top, tries to get a screen from Trice. Will to her left and hands the ball off to Trice. Trice waits for something to open up to Brett. Brett down low to Gloniak. Gloniak trying to put something in the post, but a shot long from Trice is going to be good from 3. That is her first points of the night. Oh, no, sorry, that is her second basket of the night, her first 3-pointer of the night. Now Teresa Parr being guarded by Elissa Brett, and she tries to throw up a prayer, and it's going to go just over the basket, picked up by McMillan as she starts to push the ball up the court. Down low to Trice. Trice is finding a cutting Gloniak, and that's not going to go. As Marina Adachi, holding the ball for Notre Dame College, fakes one way, scrambles out of trouble, and Teresa Parr is going to find Marcheva. Marcheva outlet to Alexis Karovic, and her shot does not go, but Alicia Kier gets the far pass from Parr, hands off to Marina Adachi, and it looks like Morgan McMillan tripped up on the play, but she's walking it off, so nothing serious to be concerned about. As the inbound from Trice to Hall. 84-49, a minute 30 left to go in the fourth and final quarter. As Hall to McMillan, back out to Hall as she hands it off to Trice. Trice back to Hall as she runs around on the far side on the wing, and a little bit of around the horn as the Falcons continue to pass, and McMillan stops, shoots a 3, and it's going to go wide, but ball picked up by Trice. Trice is going to find Brett in the corner. Brett's going to take a shot, and it's going to be bounced out, but the loose ball is picked up as she gets her own rebound and draws the foul. Foul on Alexis Karovic. That will be her second foul of the evening as Elissa Brett is going to shoot 2. Brett on the night, 6 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and make that 3 for 3. As she extends the lead 85-49. Final free throw is also in as she goes a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Ball inbound, Alicia Cure approaching the final minute of play in this game. Handed off to Adachi, that is Marina. Marina with the long 3, and it's going to go for her first made 3 of the night and her first points of the evening. Hall over to Gloniak, Gloniak over to Brett onto the left side as the ball kind of slips into the hands of Gloniak as she's going to drive around and puts up a floater with the right, and it's going to bounce off the glass, but rebound picked up by Parr. Parr fakes one way, hesitates, and she starts to drive and is given the easy layup. 86-34, 30 seconds to play. And that is Kaylee Hall with the ball, guarded by Teresa Parr, as she tries to run out the clock. As she looks up and sees there are now 16 seconds on the shot clock, 1 second separating the shot and the game clock. Gonna probably hold it down as we approach the final 10 seconds. She's gonna drive with her right, find an open Olivia Trice. Trice is gonna put up a shot and is going to make it. And 88-54, 3 seconds left. Adachi's gonna whip up a shot off the top of the backboard. And now 88-54. We see a Falcon win, and the Bowling Green Falcon win at that.
And just what a great game by the Falcons. It starts with that senior leadership from Quaterian Thompson, trickles down into the overall leadership of Angela Perry, sophomore Katie Hempfling for the Falcons played a great game. And again, that freshman, Kaylee Hall, the freshman from Hamilton, Ontario in Canada, just played such a great game for just being a freshman. And again, great game by Notre Dame. Notre Dame came out here. They were a bit of an underdog. But after that third quarter, we thought they were going to go crazy for a little bit and really go out firing. So overall, great game by both teams. Kudos to the Bowling Green Falcons.
And as of right now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back on the other side. This is women's basketball on Mixler.com and the WBGU stream. We'll be right back.